Test 1, 2. Hi everyone, my name is Amit Heri and I'll be teaching a Vinyasa class today. We're going to work on some hip opening postures. Opening the hips is one of the main purposes of the physical practice of yoga, opening the hips and stabilizing the shoulder joint. This will be a Vinyasa class, which means that we're going to move with the breath. And in today's class, I'm also going to focus a little bit on alignment in the postures. And we're going to work so that we can create more space in the spine, more length in the spine. One of the positive side effects of hip opening is that it frees the spine, especially the lower back. We're going to use this practice today to help and create some length in the lower back as well. I'm going to use a few props for the class today. And excuse me, I have a bit of an allergy, so you may hear me cough once in a while from the heater. But I'm going to use props today. If you have some props handy, please grab them. I have a bolster that I'm sitting, as well as bricks, 2 bricks, and you may need a blanket. If you have a blanket, you can also grab the blanket and have them close to you, please. And let's begin in a comfortable seated posture. I'm sitting just a cross-leg posture with my shins crossing, slightly different from the heels coming in, but that's a different posture. And this, the shins are crossed in front, and then you just drop the knees like that. And your feet are directly under the knees a little bit. Part of the feet are under the knees, the toe side. Okay. And first, just start by relaxing here. You're going to use this first posture to come into the present moment in time and space. Withdrawing the mind from thoughts about your activities till now, as well as thoughts in the future, and bringing the mind into the environment of your physical body. Use your awareness to scan your physical body as you sit in a relaxed position, and bring to your awareness any sensations that you may be feeling. Perhaps there's some area in your body that's feeling tight or contracted. Maybe it's the low back or the shoulder, whatever it may be for you. Just bring it to your awareness. And to bring the nervous system to a more relaxed state, suggest for your throat to relax. Release the skin on your face, your forehead, and your cheeks. And soften your eyes. And from a more centered, relaxed state, bring your hands next to your hips, either on the floor or on your props. You're going to begin to put some action in the body. Start by flexing your feet and pushing down on your fingertips. Lift your sternum up and take your shoulders back. Bring the elbows towards each other behind you. Keep the spine lengthening. Relax the hip joint and bring the knees down. And place your head neutrally over your spine with the chin slightly down. And hold your body with your actions here. You can keep your eyes closed. And continue to stay connected with your awareness. And balance the position and the actions around the 12 major joints in the body, your ankles, so balance between left and right ankle, left and right knee. There's always going to be a little bit of difference between the two sides. And try to balance between the left and right sit bone, how the weight is dropping into your props or the floor through your sit bones, and lifting the sternum, balance between left and right shoulder, between left and right elbow and wrist. Hold your body with your actions. Just for a few breaths. Now keep everything as it is. Bring your hands to your thighs, palms facing up. Once again, lift your sternum up. Take your shoulders back and drop your shoulder blades down your back. Relax your throat, face and eyes. Bring your hands to Namaste. Lift your sternum up. Once again, shoulders back and down. And take your chin forward, bow your head to your heart, and set an intention for your practice today. To clear any blockage, tightness, pain, negative energy in the physical body, and make room for more positive energy and the life force to move freely through your body. When you're done, lift your chin up, release your hands, and gently open your eyes. Okay, we're going to come to standing. Let me just a little bit so you can see me standing a little better. Okay. Okay, and please stand at the top of your mat. We're going to start in mountain pose. You can keep the feet either hip distance apart, if that articulates well for you, or classical position is the inner necks of the big toes touching and the heels slightly apart. Coming into mountain pose, stretch the soles of your feet. So I like to lift one foot up, press down on the heel, stretch the skin at the sole of the foot, release it down, and do it on the other side. Press the heel, stretch the sole of the foot, release it down. Bend your knees slightly and lift all your toes up. Push down on the big toe mounds, the center of your heels, and straighten your legs. Activate your thighs, lift your kneecaps up, lift your sternum up, take your shoulders back, straighten and energize your arms, palms facing forward. Outer rotation of the upper arms to drop your shoulder blades down. And then if you can, drop just the big toes and the little toes on the floor, and lift the other 3 toes up. Activate your thighs and spin your inner grinds back. That may not come immediately, but just try. Even just the effort is good enough. And then tuck the tailbone in slightly to bring it to a neutral position. And finally, lift the lowest back rib in the back body. Lift it up to lengthen the back wall of your abdomen. Hold your body with your actions. And relax. Release your hands. Move the body a little bit. Release. You're going to come down to the floor again. And just warm up a little more. Here. Warm up the spine. Come to tabletop with your shoulders directly above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Starting in a neutral position, press the tops of your feet on the floor. We're going to go do a few cat-cows. On your inhalation, look forward and arch your spine, take the chest through. On the exhalation, round your spine and drop your head, look at your navel. Do this 5 times. Inhale, look forward, take the chest through, arch the spine. Exhale and round the spine. Drop your head, look at your navel, continue. Inhale. And soft, relaxed action, soft, relaxed breath. 3. 4. And 5. Come back to neutral. Inhale. And bring your knees and feet together. Take your right hand forward along the floor. I'm going to mirror you. And take the left leg back. Tuck your toes under and toes on the floor. Before you lift up, I want you to drop the left hip a little bit so the hip squared. Then press down on the left hand. Take the chest, lift the chest slightly forward like you did in cow pose. And then press the top of the right foot on the floor. Have the foundation in your left hand and right foot. And exhale, lift your right hand and your left leg. Stay here, please. 1, 2, lengthen from the inner edge of the back foot. 3, bring the right shoulder blade down your back, straighten your arm. 4, press the top of the right foot and ground the index finger on the left hand. 5, come down. Knees and feet together. And just relax here for a moment. Let's go to the other side. Walk your left hand fingertips on the floor forward. And walk the right leg back, toes on the floor. And before you lift, it's important to create a nice foundation. So straighten, bend the right elbow first, drop the root of the index finger, straighten the hand to an outer rotation of the upper arm, like downward dog. Press the top of your left foot on the floor and the shin on the floor. Then lift the chest a little bit, like in cow. Keep the foundation there. And on your exhale, lift your left hand up and right leg up. Square the hips. Drop the right hip down slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Take your knees hip distance apart. And let's go into downward dog. We're just going to use downward dog as a posture to just open a little bit. So spread the palms on the floor, ground the root of the index finger. Take your shoulder blades down your back, take the chest through like you did in cow earlier. Look forward and keeping the weight in your arms distributed, hands distributed evenly across your palms. Tuck your toes on your knees up and lift your hips up. You're going to move in and out. Bend your knees slightly. Look at your hands, lift your hips back and up. Exhale and straighten your legs and your mount. Don't force it, let it be gentle. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, lift your hips back and up. Exhale, straighten your legs, release your head. 2, inhale, bend the knees, hips back up, look forward. Exhale, straighten the legs, release your head. 3, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend your knees, hips back and up, look forward. Exhale, straighten the legs, release your head. And now stay here. 1, 2, 3, 5 breaths at least. 4 and 5. Come down to child's pose. Start with your hands in front. And using your hands, bring your hips to your heels. And then release your head down. Keep your forehead on the floor. Use your hands to move the hips back towards the heels. And bring the skin of the forehead towards your eyes. Relax your breath here. Now take your hands back of the wrists close to your feet. Relax the elbows to the floor and relax your shoulders towards the floor. Observe your breath as it releases and relaxes. And using your awareness, suggest for your ankles to relax and allow the tops of your feet to descend towards the floor. Release your knees and allow your shin bones to descend towards the floor. Relax your hips towards your heels and relax the back of the thighs towards the calf muscles. Let go of your wrists and elbows and allow your forearms to rest on the floor. Relax your shoulders and release the torso, the back of the torso to the front of the torso, and let go of the front of the torso towards the floor. Relax your throat, face and eyes. And once again, observe your breath as you breathe naturally. On your next inhalation, take your hands forward, come up to tabletop on your hands and knees. Exhale and go downward dog. Go straight into downward dog. Stay here for 5 breaths. And inhale, step your legs forward. Look at the wall in front, extending your spine. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, release your hands in Samasthiti. And come to your breath, please. Connect with your breath, focusing the mind on your breath. Observe your breath as you breathe naturally. Classical Sun Salutation. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, step your right leg back, right knee down, and hands on the floor. Look at the wall in front. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale, and move to plank position. Inhale and plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel. Lift your head and chest. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, and hands above your head. I'm mirroring you. Exhale, hands to the floor and sink your hips. Inhale, step your left leg forward. Look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands. Samasthiti. Now, if you have knee problems, you can place a blanket, hold a blanket where your knee will come on the floor. That'll help to soften the impact on the knees. Continuing, inhale, hands above your head. Activate your thighs. Exhale, relax your thighs and fold. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Activate your thighs. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Relax and open the front of the right thigh. Inhale, hands above your head. Open the front of the right thigh and pelvis. Exhale, move to plank position. Shoulders in line with your wrists. Take your heels back slightly and activate your thighs. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips back and up. Activate your thighs. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to the floor. Look at the wall in front. Relax and open the front of the left thigh. Inhale, step your left leg forward. Activate your thighs. Look at the wall in front. Exhale, relax your thighs and fold. Inhale, hands above your head. Activate your thighs as you come up. Exhale, release everything. One more. Focus on the length of your spine in this next one. Inhale, hands above your head. Lengthen the sides of your waist. Exhale, fold with a long spine. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, right leg back, right knee down, hands on the floor. Look at the wall in front, lift your sternum up, stay here, please. Open the front of the left hip and left thigh. You're also opening the psoas muscle, which runs across the low back and the front of the right pelvis. Open the front of the right thigh, right, not left. Stay there. And keep the hips as they are. Bring your hands to your left thigh. And as you straighten the elbows, lift the chest up and move the chest and abdomen away. And this will open the hip joint a little more. Stay here. Open. Maybe go into a slight back bend. Lift a little higher. Straighten your right hand a little bit more. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Come to plank position. Shoulders in line with your wrists. Activate your thighs. Look at the wall in front and take your navel in. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Lift the buttock bones up high to bring the curve in the low back. Inhale, drop your pelvis and navel. Lift your exhale. Look at your hands as you go to downward dog. Once you're in the posture, release your head. Inhale, right leg forward, left knee down, and keep your hands on the floor. Sink your hips a little bit. Look at the wall in front and open the front of the left hip. Push down on your wrists and open the front of the left hip and thigh, as well as the psoas muscle. Keep the hips down, bring your hands to your right thigh. And as you straighten the elbows, lift your chest and move the chest and abdomen away from your front leg. Stay here. This gets into the psoas muscle even more. You can stay there if you're more open. Take your hands above your head and energize the left hand a little bit more. Look up, you're going to a slight back bend, opening the hip joint even more. Release your hands to the floor. Inhale, step your left leg forward, extend your spine. Exhale and fold with a long spine. Inhale, hands above your head, come up. Exhale, release your hands in Samasthiti. Relax here for a moment. Okay. We're going straight into Sun Salutation B. And we're going to start with just working the core a little bit. So place your hands on your hips. Lift your sternum up. Take your elbows towards each other behind you. Inhale here. Exhale. Bend the knees. Use your hands to push your hips down. Use your hands at the roots of your thighs to push your hips down in line with the knees or close to it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knees, push the hips down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend and go down 3. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. 4. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. 5. Keep the hips down. Inhale, take your hands above your head. Exhale and fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step your legs back to plank. Bring just the knees down. Don't let the hips come down. Just bend your elbows straight back. Now, lift your head and chest in upward dog with your knees on the floor. Exhale. Lift your hips back and up. Inhale, take your right leg up behind you. Exhale, place the foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up, hands on your hips. This time, your left knee is off the floor. Inhale, straighten both legs. Square your hips and torso. Exhale, keep the back leg straight. Bend the right knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4. Inhale up. Exhale down. 5. Stay down with your hips. Take your hands out to the side, palms facing down. Go down a bit. Then turn your palms up, lift your chest. Bring just your left hand forward. Then take both hands up. Go down a bit. Inhale, look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your hands. Take the right leg back. Come to plank. Drop your knees down. Keep the hips up. Bend your elbows and bring your... Inhale to upward dog with your knees on the floor. Exhale to downward dog. Pivot your... Take the left leg straight up. Place the foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up, hands on your hips. Straighten both legs slightly. Keep the knees slightly bent. And square the torso. Straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend left knee. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 4. Keep the back leg straight. 5. Stay down with your hips. Hands out to the side, palms facing down. Turn the palms up the chest. Bring just the right hand forward. Take both hands up. Go down a bit. Then look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands to the floor. Left leg back. Come to plank. Drop just the knees. Bend the elbows. Upward dog with your knees on the floor. Exhale. Downward dog. Inhale. Step your legs forward. Look at the wall in front. Exhale and fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Hands above your head. Exhale, come to standing. Samasthiti. Yeah, sorry though. The air is a little dry here because of my heater and it bothers my allergies. It's tough to practice and talk. So excuse me for that. But we'll get through it. Stay with me. Continuing. Inhale, bend your knees, hands above your head. Exhale and fold. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, step or jump your legs back and bring your body down. Any way that works for you. I'm coming down to Chaturanga and upward dog with the knees off the floor. But you do what's appropriate for you. Go to downward dog. Pivot your left heel to the floor. Take the right leg forward. Bend the knee. Take your hands up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right leg back. Bring your body. Inhale, lift your head and chest. And upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips back and up. Pivot your left heel to the floor. Pivot your right heel to the floor. Take the left leg forward. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor. Left leg back. Bring it down. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, lift your hips back and up. Inhale, step or jump your legs forward. Look at the wall in front. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, hands above your head. And come to standing. Samasthiti. One more. Inhale, bend your knees, hands above your head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look at the wall in front. Exhale, step or jump legs back. Bring your body down. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips back and up. Pivot your left heel to the floor. Take your right leg forward. And inhale, come up to warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, right hand up, left hand to the left leg. Exhale, right palm inside the right foot on the floor or your brick, left hand up. Lift your head and chest. Turn to look at the left thumb. Exhale, release the left hand down, move the right foot slightly to the right. You're going into a lunge here with both hands straight. Look at the wall in front to extend the spine. Straighten the back leg. Relax the right hip back a bit. Bring the right knee to the right shoulder. Straight arms, straight spine, straight back leg. Stay there. Opening the hip joint. And step your right leg back. Bring your body down. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, lift your hips back and up. Pivot your right heel to the floor. Take your left leg forward. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, left hand up. Right hand to the right leg. Exhale, left palm to the floor, inside the foot, or you can use a brick. Lift your head and chest, and look at the right thumb. Next exhalation, bring your right hand to the floor as well. Take the left foot out slightly, and lift the right heel up in a forward-facing lunge. Activate the back leg, straighten it. Relax the left hip back slightly. Bring the left shoulder towards the left knee towards the left shoulder. Stay here. Exhale. Step your left leg back. Bring your body down. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale. Lift your hips back and up to downward dog. Inhale, step or jump your legs forward. Look at the wall in front. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, hands above your head. And exhale. Come to standing. And relax here. Relax your body and the 12 major joints, your ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. And allow your breath to release and recover. Okay, let's see. We're going to go into tree pose. So if you are using a support for balance, you can use the wall, or you can have a chair, something that you can place your hand on. I'm going to mirror you, so I'll be on the other side. I'll instruct you on this on this side you're to do it on. Okay, so standing in Samasthiti, mountain pose. Lift your right leg up, hold the ankle with your hand, and then place the foot, the heel high up, your left thigh, and place the foot on your left inner thigh. Now, if you need balance support, you can use the wall with your left hand. And once you get stable, maybe you take your left hand to the hip. Now, the foundation in this posture is the action of the left thigh lifting the kneecap up and pushing the inner left thigh, the femur bone, into the right foot. Hold the ankle loosely with your left hand, with your right hand, and relax the right foot into the left leg. Relax the right sit bone and lift your chest up. Take the left shoulder back. Now place your right hand at the root of your right thigh and relaxing the right hip to an external rotation of the right thigh to drop the right sit bone down. Take the left shoulder back. Stay here. Once you have steadiness here, next stage, place your hand in front of the right knee. Square the hips, so bring the right hip forward slightly. And then using your hand, take the right knee back to open the groin, lift your chest up. Stay here. Gaze at a point that's not moving. Get steady here. If you're stable, then bring your hands to Namaste. Lift your sternum up. Take your shoulders back. And release your hands to your hips and release your leg. You can shake the leg out a little bit. And again, if you're using a prop, have it on your right, either a wall or a chair. I'm not going to use the prop, but if you do, you can move to where you need to be. Stand in mountain pose first and hold the ankle with the left hand. Lift the heel up towards the perineum and foot high up the right inner thigh. First relax here. Hold the ankle loosely with your left hand. I'm going to activate your right thigh and move the right femur bone, the inner femur bone, the thigh bone into the left heel. Take the right shoulder back. Get stable first here. And if you're stable, then left hand at the root of the left thigh. Do an external rotation with your hand of the left thigh. Drop the left sit bone down. Lift your sternum up. Now square the hips. Bring the left hip forward slightly. Left hand in front of the left knee. Lift the sternum up and keeping the hips squared, take the left knee back to open the groin. Lift the chest up, stay here. Gaze at a point that's not moving. So you're able to stay steady in the posture. Keeping everything as it is, bring your hands to Namaste, lift your sternum up, shoulders back and down. Gaze at a point that's not moving. And just focus on your breath. And to release, bring your hands to your hips, release your leg, and shake it out a bit. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do a couple of standing postures. Place your bricks at the back edge of your mat. I'm going to mirror you, and so I'll be doing it in the opposite direction, side. So when you look at me, it'll be the same side for you as you mirror me. Okay. Stand in mountain pose, Tadasana, and step or jump your legs apart, hands apart. Pigeon toe your feet in a bit. And point your right foot out. Wrap the left arm behind you and try to hold the right thigh or the hip. And release the right hand just to your leg. Lift your sternum up and take the left shoulder to your left a little bit so the torso is straight. Okay. Charge the left side of your body. Exhale. Relax the right knee and bring the hip down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend the knee. Use your right hand to take the right knee to the left a bit and left hand to bring the sit bone down as you come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. 3. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4. Inhale up. Exhale down. 5. This time stay down. Take the right knee to the right a bit. Right hip, outer rotation of the right thigh. Bring it down and bring your hips slightly forward towards the camera. And then activate the back leg. Lean to your left and take the left hand up. And then take the right hand up. Try to square the torso. Bring the knee over the heel and look at your right middle finger. In Warrior 2. And then extend with your right hand. Bring the right hand down to the brick or the floor. Left hand up. Rotate the spine. Take the left shoulder back. And maybe take your left hand above your ear. And look at your left thumb. Good. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale. Change the direction of your feet. Wrap the right arm behind you. Hold the left thigh. Release. the left hand. Charge the right side of your body. Inhale, exhale, bend the left knee, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down. 2, inhale up. Exhale down. 3, 4, 5. Stay down. Use your left hand to take the knee to the left. Bring the left hip down. Both hips slightly forward. Straighten the back leg. Straighten the right hand. Square the torso. Straighten the left hand. Look at your left middle finger in Warrior 2. Extend with your left hand. Bring the hand to the brick or the floor. And take the right hand straight up. Lift your head and chest. Take the right shoulder back. And maybe the right hand above your ear. And gaze at your right thumb. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale. Step your legs together and release your hands. Relax in Samasthiti. And allow your body and your mind to internalize the effects of what you've just done. Okay. Inhale and step or jump your legs apart. Pigeon toe your feet in. Take your hands in line with your shoulders. We're going into triangle. Point the right foot out. Inhale, reach for the wall with your right hand. Take the right hip back towards the left and release the right hand to wherever it reaches comfortably. Once you're down, lift the sternum. Take your head and chest back. Move both your hips slightly forward towards the camera and then straighten the back leg. Lengthen the right sternum away from the right sit bone and take the left shoulder back. Gaze at your left thumb. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale. Change the direction of your feet. Relax your hips as you go into this posture. As you reach for the wall with your left hand, take the left hip back and let the pelvis rotate as you go into it. Release the left hand wherever it reaches comfortably. Relax the hips. Lift your chest and head back. Swing the hips forward slightly. Straighten the back leg. Lengthen the left sternum away from the left hip. And take the right shoulder back. Gaze at the right thumb. In triangle. Relax the back of the left hamstring, hip. Both glutes should be relaxed. Activate your right thigh. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale. Bring your legs together. Release your hands. You're going to go into the prep for eagle pose. Those of you who have full eagle, you can do it. I'm just going to show the prep. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Pigeon toe your feet in a little bit. Bring the toes in. And lift your right leg up. Place the ankle just above your left knee. And place your hands on your right leg. Bend the knee. Sit down a bit, lift your chest up, bring your hands to Namaste, stay here, flex the right foot. Gaze at a point that's not moving. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Feet hip distance apart. Bring your toes in slightly. Lift your left leg up. Place the ankle just above the right knee. Bend the right knee, sit down a bit. Hands on your left leg. Lift the sternum up. Bring your hands to Namaste. Flex the left foot. Lift your sternum up. Relax the right leg. Right knee. Right leg is working a bit. Relax the right knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale and release. Come back to your mat, please. And standing in mountain pose, take your hands out to the side, palms facing up. If you have reverse namaste, then take that, which is like this. Or you can just hold your elbows behind your back. Or you can just hold your hips like this. Okay, so take whatever works for you. I'm going to take reverse namaste. And step your legs apart. Lift your sternum up. And you're going to revolve to your right. So point the right foot out. You may have to adjust your feet a little bit, taking them apart so your hips can square. Straighten the right leg. Take the left shoulder forward and take the right hip back, right shoulder back. Straighten the left leg. Lift your sternum up. Lift the right side of the sternum up. Exhale and fold to wherever you reach comfortably. In the half position, activate the left leg. Lift the left sternum up, left shoulder up. Bring the right hip back and into the midline and drop the left shoulder. Stay in the half position, or if you're more open, then begin to fold into the full position. Inhale, come up, please. Exhale, revolve to your left, taking the left shoulder back and right hip forward. Straighten the right leg. Lift the left sternum up, look up. Exhale. Relax the left hip back and into the midline as you come to the half position. Straighten the right leg. Lift the left shoulder up. Outer rotation of the left thigh. Relax the left hip. Drop the right shoulder down. And fold if you're folding. Otherwise, stay in the half position. Inhale. Come up. Exhale. Step to the top of your mat, please. Inhale, hands above your head. Exhale and fold. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, step or jump your legs back. Bring your body down. Inhale, lift your head and chest to upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips back and up to downward dog. And come down to child's pose, please. You can start with your hands in front to help you move your hips towards your heels. Once you have that action, take your hands back. Release your elbows to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Just relax there. And come up, lift your torso up. Release your legs from under your hips. And come to Dandasana with your legs straight forward, seated posture. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, which is usually the case for a lot of people, then I suggest you sit on a folded blanket, something like this, folded this way so it's a little bit thick. And it gives you some cushion, or you can also sit on a cushion. I'm going to show it to you with this just so it's easy for you. Okay, so sitting on the blanket or the cushion, use your hands to move the buttock flesh from under so the sit bones can spread on your prop. Keep your legs straight in front with the inner necks of your feet, toes touching, heels slightly out. And starting in Dandasana, if your hamstrings are really tight or you have back problems, especially if you have back problems, we're going to go into a forward bend eventually. I'd like you to keep the knees slightly bent if you have back problems. And I'd suggest that you put bricks under like this and do the entire posture like this, okay? So it'll give you a little more room for the hip joint. If you're okay, then you don't need it. You don't need the props. You may not even need the blanket if your hamstrings are very open. Okay. Flex your feet and using your fingertips on the floor, lift your sternum up to lengthen the spine. Take your shoulders back and bring your elbows towards each other behind you. Hold your body with your actions. You can use your hands to help you keep the spine extending. And look at your big toes, spread your toes, activate your thighs, and spin the inner grinds down. Bring the back of the legs towards the floor. Grounding the sit bones, lift the sternum up. Stay here, please, in Dandasana. And keep everything as it is. Especially don't allow the sternum to drop. Bring your hands to Namaste. Lift your sternum up again. Shoulders back and down. Look at your big toes. Stay here. Activating the thighs. This is a prep for the forward fold. Extending the spine and activating the thighs to open the hip joint. And then interlock your fingers in front with your elbows bent slightly. Take your shoulders back, drop them down. Straighten your arms and take your hands above your head. Once again, lengthen the sides of the waist with the action of your arms. If possible, take the elbows in line or behind your ears to open the armpit, chest, upper back region. Look at your big toes, activate your thighs, stay here for a few breaths. Now release the interlock, point your fingers up, look up. When you fold, make sure that your hands don't release first. Look up, and I want you to fold from the hip joint and bring the spine forward, torso forward, and relax it to wherever it reaches comfortably. Once you have that, then release your hands to wherever they reach comfortably. I'm a little more open, so I can hold my feet. Some of you may not be able to do that. So in that case, wherever it reaches, it could be your shin bones. You can also use a belt to hold a belt. Whatever works for you, that's comfortable for you. Do not force in forward bends. It's really important not to use too much force in forward bends. The action is not so much going down. The action is to lengthen the sternum towards the chin. I don't know if you saw that, but let me do it again. So the action, you can look one time, is I lengthen the sternum towards my chin and move the rib cage away from the abdomen. This is the half position, and the half position is really important in forward folds, okay? So lengthen the spine, take the shoulders down your back, straight arms, straight spine, straight legs. Unless, of course, your knees are bent because you have a back issue. Lengthen, and for most of you, this is the posture. This stage is where you need to be and not go further. If you're more open, the way you fold is not to push down. The sternum needs to keep lengthening towards the chin. On your inhale, exhale, keep the spine long, move the elbows out to the side, relax the hip joint, and look at your big toes. Go down wherever they reach. Wherever you reach, don't try to push down. Relax here. Now again, if you're relaxed here, lengthen the sternum forward on the inhale. Exhale, take the elbows up and out, and relax the hip joint to fold, not the chest. One more time, inhale, lengthen the sternum. Exhale, and relax the hips. And if your chest touches your knees, everyone look at your big toes first. But for those of you if your chest touches your knees, then release the head. And don't force to go down. Just relax, let it go. Wherever it reaches is fine. This is not a competition. Don't try to push down because that'll injure your back. Relax into it. And then just relax there. This is a restorative posture. So relax your breath. Relax your mind. Soften your throat, face, and eyes. Soften your abdomen. And inhale, come to the half position. Lengthen the spine again. Interlock your fingers. Take your hands above your head. And lengthen the sides of your waist. Lengthen the spine again. Activate your thighs to once again reset the musculoskeletal system. And then release your hands next to your hips. Once again, lift the sternum up. So in the process of involution, just the way you move into the posture, you come back out the same way. And then release. You can move off the blanket. Now we're going to do a variation of shoulder stand, not the regular. Those of you who want to do a more active regular shoulder stand, if that's your practice, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to show you a variation. If you have these foam bricks, you need 2 of them. If you have wooden bricks, which are better, and I need to get them, but I don't have them yet, then you probably just need 1. Okay, you're going to just move my mic a little bit. Okay. You're going to lie down on your back. And like you go up to bridge pose, first just relax for a moment here. We're just going to go into an inversion. Inversions are really important for the circulatory system, the lymphatic system, for your heart, nervous system, so many benefits. So let's just get some benefit of the inversion. Tuck your shoulders under, lift your hips up. If you have the foam brick, place one flat under your sacrum. So sacrum is the lowest part of the vertebrae. It should not be up at the low back or higher, just at the sacrum. Now, if you have a foam brick, then one first, and then lift the hips again and place the other one on. You can just turn it to the mid-height like this and put it under, depending on how open you are. Make sure that your hips are pretty supported here. And then bring your knees in and straighten your legs in the air. So this is an inversion because your legs are higher than your heart. And the heart is higher than your head. You don't really have to do too much here. Just flex the feet, straighten the legs. Just stay here, please. Even though you're not doing too much externally, there's a lot going on internally. This, with the legs in the air, it also relieves any pressure from the legs. And of course, it changes the direction of the circulation, pumping more blood into your heart. So there's a lot of internal benefits that you're getting as you stay here. You can just observe your breath. Relax your throat, face, and eyes. Soften your shoulders. Relax your arms. The only action is perhaps a slight flexing of the feet. That too, not too much effort. Just a relaxed, small action. And the navel goes in slightly. Navel into the spine. Soften your eyes. Relax your jaw, the jaw bones, your ears and your throat. Have your eyes closed. Relax your tongue. And to release, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, lift your hips up, move your bricks away from the hips. It's nice to place the bricks under the knees, your hands, and relax the knees on the bricks. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your shoulder blades under, and close your eyes, palms facing up. Relax in Shavasana. And become aware of your breath as you breathe naturally. And take a deeper inhalation and exhalation to come back to your breath body. Move your fingers and toes to come back to your physical body. Give yourself an overhead stretch with your arms. Stretch your legs. And bend your knees. Roll over to your side, please. Stay there for a moment with your head supported by your upper arm. And to come up, press down with the other arm. Look at the floor and make your way up to seated posture. Namaste. Thank you very much. I'm going to be teaching this class every Thursday at 5:30, but of course it's going to be available online till we meet in person. I hope you had a good practice, and please join me again. Vinyasa Yoga. Thank you very much.